start that with a delay on life. Hi. 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 Is it started? Can you see me? Hi. I'm going to make the buffalo chicken egg rolls I was telling you about, and I showed some pictures earlier. I'm not showing the whole process. I kind of cut it down a little bit so it wouldn't be an hour-long video. But I simply took, I'll show you this here. I made a double recipe. So this is double what you would normally make, unless you want to make a lot. Ta-da! This is the filling. So what I did is I took a 1/4 cup of Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce and a 1/2 cup of olive oil, and I whisked them together. Took my chicken breasts, laid them flat, and I pounded them out so that they're an even thickness, because then they'll cook more evenly, so you don't have a big fat spot and a low spot. So I pounded them out and put them in the marinade for about a 1/2 hour or so. After they came out of the marinade, I used my cast iron grill pan, and I grilled both sides to get the grill marks on them. Not that anybody's going to see the grill marks, but it adds a little bit more texture and flavor since you've got the marinade on there. So it just adds an extra layer. Okay. After I grilled all the chicken, I chopped it all up. Okay. In the meanwhile, while I was doing all that, I took, and again, this is a double recipe. Okay. Sorry, 4 chicken breasts to the 1/2 cup and the 1/2 cup. I took 2 things of cream cheese, 2 big blocks of cream cheese, and the rest, almost 2 cups of the buffalo sauce. And I creamed that together so that was consistent. Then I stirred in chopped up green onions, and I stirred in 2 cups of blue cheese crumbles. After that was all stirred together and my chicken was cool and chopped, I blended all that together, okay? And I let that refrigerate and cool down. So now we're to the actual part of checking the egg rolls. Rolling the egg rolls. We'll be checking them the whole time. Sometimes wonder if English is my first language or not. Or maybe that's just a part of growing a long beard. Yeah, we'll say that. If you haven't gotten yourself one, I really like this, and I use it a lot with my cast iron. It's a laser pointer temperature. So I can check on the temperature of my oil in my 13-inch Griswold pan. It's at 360 right now. We want it at 365. Now, I know for rolling egg rolls, everybody probably doesn't have a little bamboo mat around. This is the first time I'm using it. Keep your egg rolls cool. I put mine actually on an ice pack to keep them cool while I'm working with them. If your egg roll wrapper is too warm, or if your filling is too warm, the wrap tends to stretch out a little bit, and you tend to get some holes in there, okay? So keep everything cool and chilled. I'm digging out 1 egg roll wrapper. And yes, that apparently is 1. It's kind of thick. It's kind of thick because it's 2. Sometimes you have to just find that seam in there. So 1 corner is pointed towards me, okay? I'm gonna wet the 4 sides, okay? Now, this is the little rice dabber thing, because this came with a sushi kit, my egg roll wrapper and whatnot. It's actually for making sushi. So I'm gonna use the wooden spoon, because I'm hoping that's gonna help me to get the right portion of filling. That's the hardest part, is getting the right portion of filling. So that's maybe, let's call it 3 tablespoons, 3 to 4 tablespoons. And I'm gonna come plunk that in the corner towards me, not all the way to the corner, but in the corner towards me. So now I'm gonna take the corner near me, I hope you can see this, put that corner over, bring the 2 side corners in, hope you can see that and follow that. Now I'm gonna roll the bamboo up so that it turns into a nice round egg roll looking thing. Where's my oil at? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in because my egg roll, or my temperature is showing 375. And I'll do a couple more. I made these a couple years ago and they were a hit. And we had somebody for dinner that night who was, I can't remember if he was doing gluten-free or if he was doing no carbs or what. It was Josh Weiberg, I don't remember what you were eating. But he wasn't eating the egg roll wraps, so he simply took and ate the chicken filling out of the egg roll wraps. And it was good. And I will serve these with ranch dressing. Now I've got a lot of chicken in there. My corner in, the two side corners in. And roll it with the bamboo. What I'm noticing with having the bamboo in there, it keeps it a much more closed, you know, it allows less air in there. I've made egg rolls before without the bamboo roller. Like I said, this is my first time. They always seem to be really airy on the inside. And what happens is that air, when you got a lot of air on the inside, you make an egg roll, causes the egg roll skin to blow up and have huge blisters all over it and whatnot, and they just don't look as pretty. So, I think this was like $6 off of Amazon for a, ooh, I said Amazon, I hope they don't have a problem with that, for a sushi kit, okay? Number 3. It's going faster with the roller too, I'm noticing. Now you can make a bunch of these up ahead of time and then roll them all together, but you don't want to crowd them in the pan either, because then they won't cook properly. I do have somebody else in the kitchen with me today, but he does not want to be recognized in any way at all. So in your comments, if you want to say, hello, Stephen, that'd be fine with me. He is currently working on the 4 turning 5-year-old's birthday cake. Okay, I'm gonna turn the first one over. Let's see what, pretty. I'll show you in a minute. That's looking nice. So it's gonna take me a little while to get all these rolled and cooked, but I at least wanted to post this part for you. I have typed out the recipe, so if you're interested, I can post the recipe along with. Hi, Robbie. Robbie says, hi, Stephen. Stephen says, because he doesn't want to be any part of this nonsense. And thank you for everybody for posting about the magazine and what. That was a lot of fun. I was very excited. In my cast iron group, I had about 2,500 comments and likes on it. And all your support too is what kinds of, I should video again. And I promise to devote more time to my cookbook. Since I've got a new computer, I can do that though. Okay, let's turn this one over. This one over. You guys, these are looking really, really good, I have to say. I'll pull that first one out in a minute and I'll cut it in half and we'll check it out. Although it's gonna be hot like lava, so we'll do our best with the tasting. In the meantime, I'd like to introduce you to a new addiction? Not addiction, let's not say addiction. Let's say a new fancy thing for me to collect. I'm not betraying my cast iron by any means, but something else that I found and I started collecting. This is Franciscan ware, and this particular pattern is called Fruit. Okay, it was only made from about 60 to 63. When I was a kid, this is what we used in our house. So to find it today, and I'm finding a few pieces, finding it today is like a little treasure hunt. A little pitcher, 32-ounce pitcher, isn't that cool? So, working on that a little bit now. Let me take these ankles out. Okay. I hope you can see. See how brown and crunchy that looks on both sides? Yeah? Okay. Now I'm going to take the fiery hot right out of the oil piece of food, because this isn't one of those network shows where they've got everything prepped and everything ahead of you. I do this as I cook it, so. Oh, nice, very nice. Do you see it creamy on the inside and the chicken and everything? I'll try not to yell and cuss when I have to try it for you. Fire hot, oh. It's really good. Not real spicy though, like I would think. But the cream cheese and the blue cheese have played really nice together and made friends with the chicken and the green onion. So it's got just a tad of heat to it, but once you dip it in the ranch dressing, if you so choose, then it'll be a whole lot. But it's good. Well, thanks for joining me. I will post English. I will post the recipe in the comments section of this post, okay? Maybe you want to run out and buy yourself some chicken and stuff and make these for tomorrow, because it's the Super Bowl game. And I hope you enjoy that sportsy thing. We'll be watching for the commercials. Bye. Thanks for watching.